Got to fix the music and the sound. But here we are. Game number 1 in a best of 3 featuring volumeZERO and Deathbots for playoff week 2, the Sweet 16 of Chair League on Infernal Shrine. Mystic, what is your favorite ban here, or are we going to see the typical no shields for you?
I think we could see the Zarya ban. I think Tassadar is alright. I don't think he's like super overpowered in my opinion. But Zarya is definitely very strong. On this map, Arthas is also very strong, and then some of the mages like Gul'dan and KT.
I love Gul'dan on this map. Gul'dan's wave clear and Gul'dan's shrine clear are second to probably none when it comes to Infernal Shrines. I also love Zarya on this map. I think this is probably my favorite map with her because she can also clear the shrines extremely quickly and clear waves pretty quickly, all while gathering energy and like a lot of value with the shields she can put on our teammates. But volumeZERO gonna go with a Falstad ban out the gates. Let's see if I can't fix. Okay. And Deathbot saying, well, we know Sylvanas will help you win harder. We're going to go ahead and ban her. We did cast a game last week. Oh, wow. We are not pausing between these picks. First pick to Haka after the Falstad ban.
Oh, there's the Arthas and the Zarya.
Both of these teams seem to have a draft in mind and are just hitting it like bam, bam, bam. All right, I like what volumeZERO did here. They banned the Falstad out so that you can't have a global, and then they immediately pick up the Haka so you can have a global, right? I like that. And then the Vala Tassadar.
That's a Volatas.
All right, so shields on both sides.
Let's see. I think the healers are about to go.
Right. I dig the Arthas Zarya pick from Deathbots. I know they picked it really quickly, and I actually really like that pick. I think with Arthas, with his amount of control around him, and yep, you called that. There goes the Lucio. I think that's a good pick, and I think, like I said, Zarya is probably, this is my favorite map for her.
Oh, Malfurion's still on the table.
What? What? Okay, so Greymane's out.
They banned Greymane. Does that mean they're gonna go for more tanks, like maybe a Joe or maybe a Sonya for a tanky damage dealer?
It's got to be. I was gonna say maybe a Cho'Gall, but then I realized that no, Cho'Gall doesn't work because, you need another healer. You really need Ariel to really make Cho'Gall function, or something else, and they don't have room for that in their draft. Okay.
Malfurion pickup.
So, Deathbot's happy to take on the Malfurion since it's available.
Pick up the Gul'dan here, or the Tychus.
All right, I like that. Tychus has still has good wave clear and good shrine control. In fact, of the games we've cast, I think Tychus on Infernal Shrines has won almost all of them.
I wonder. Banning out the Greymane. You think for the Cursed Bullet. So then, in response, Deathbots picks up the Tychus because they're like, okay, they're gonna pick some more tanky stuff.
Right.
And you don't have to go more tanky stuff on the side of volumeZERO, but
no, you don't have to. Not at all. You're correct.
I think you need some control mages in here. Like a Jaina, maybe.
A Jaina, or maybe even a KT.
Oh, they picked the Gul'dan instead. And the Rhaegar.
Huh. Okay. Well, the Fear could work to your advantage, right? And the Rhaegar is a solid healer, so that kind of makes sense in a different kind of direction. A direction other than where we were going with it, I guess, is what I would say.
I like the Rhaegar pickup here to round out the comp for, the Haka, Vala, Tassadar, and Rhaegar.
Yeah.
The Gul'dan, as strong as he is on this map, he's only gonna have his own healing and Rhaegar's healing. He doesn't have like the Malfurion battery or a medic battery or something like that, or even an
Right.
Oriel battery.
Right. Yeah, he's kind of left to his own devices, right? You know, the other problem I see right now with the volumeZERO draft, they're gonna have to send like either. So it's not ideal. They have to send either Tassadar, Gul'dan, or Vala to solo lane because they can't send Dahaka. They're gonna need the tank. And I like the Kael'thas pickup on the side of Deathbots.
Yeah, Deathbots' team is very tanky. They have damage to back it up, and it's going to be really hard to kill them through the shields, the heals, and Arthas has a lot of self-healing too.
Right. And Tychus can as well. Depending on, I mean, granted it's got to be at the end of your D, but Tychus can still do a decent amount of self-healing. All right, so I apologize for the volume. I will get it fixed. It's funny that this happens during volumeZERO's game, but with that said, we do have Deathbots on the red team. And for them, Billy Fish playing Tychus, Zodiac on the Kael'thas, Kale on the Malfurion, Orboros on the Arthas, and Bellis on the Zarya.
And for volumeZERO, we have Sleepy Bear on Gul'dan, Wings on Dahaka, Shy Guy on Tassadar, Rexba on the Vala, and Tay on the Rhaegar.
All right, let's go ahead and swap here. I will fix the volume as soon as I'm into game, so you guys will see my settings for half a second while I fix that.
Oh no, Liquid, someone's gonna steal your settings.
Right? My settings are so critically important and scary different. Let's see here.
Quick, hide the mouse DPI.
All right, there we go. And we do look like we're going to see the typical 5-on-5 right in the beginning. So there's that. There are the pleasant sounds of the demons that I missed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The slaughter begins.
Alright, so we see Tassadar going with the Psi Infusion, so he's probably going to be doing a bit of solo laning here.
We also see Gul'dan going quest. So I expect, you know, we cast a game last night where that quest was done pretty quickly. We'll have to see how quickly it's done here. The Haka already moving top lane and Tassadar bottom lane. Are we going to see a 1-3-1 here? Oh, a ton of damage coming out. 3 heroes stood right next to a minion blowing up from that chain bomb. And boom, half health on Gul'dan, Rhaegar, and Vala almost instantly. Kael'thas got a lot of value for that one. Alright, so we have Arthas rotating down where it's just Tychus. Alright, so we have the normal 4-man rotation coming out of Deathbots.
See, KT versus Dahaka.
I'm not sure Dahaka is going to win that fight. I'm also slightly concerned about the 1-3-1 split versus the 1-4 rotation. But this could work out.
I think Tychus would want to swap up to the top lane because eventually Dahaka is going to win out the sustain war against KT.
Right. I would agree with that. The only question is how quickly, if they choose to do that. They may not either. Maybe they'll do that after the first shrine.
Oh, Tassadar in a bit of trouble here. Uses his deep shift to get away. Ooh, the nice tongue by Dahaka catching out the KT a little bit in top lane.
Gul'dan starting the shrine almost immediately, but Tychus is there to help out his team Deathbots against volumeZERO. And we do have a 5-on-3 right now because Tassadar is just now making his way up, and Dahaka has continued to soak top lane until he's not. And there he is, arriving on site, taking a bunch of damage, but ready to mix it up. Level 4 has been picked up for volumeZERO. But
well, Dahaka taking a lot of damage.
And so is the Vala. Like, a lot of damage is just going out onto volumeZERO. Rhaegar was low and had to go tap. I think the slight edge right now is going to go over to Deathbots.
Yeah, they do have the Malfurion. Oh, Arthas gets caught out a little bit here.
He might go down, but no, Tychus comes in to save him. Ton of damage going out on Dahaka. He needs to back away from that fight, but Arthas may still go down. Yes, he does, but the Punisher is going over to Deathbots. And if they're ready to capitalize on that Tassadar stun, they may be able to make something happen, but Tassadar is able to escape with his life. Ooh, Dahaka dragging Tychus now. Everybody's pretty much ignoring the Punisher. Tychus does go down. Vala able to finish him off. 2 kills to 0 right now in favor of volumeZERO. I wonder if we're going to see like a slightly later comp here where volumeZERO just needs to make it through the first, you know, the first 2 Punishers, and then when they hit 10, their power really spikes, and then they're going to start taking control of the game.
If you look really deep into the game, then as the game goes on, yes, volumeZERO's comp does scale a little bit better because they eventually get the damage to burst out a target through the shields and the healing, because Malfurion's healing doesn't exactly get faster over the game, over the course of the game.
Right. Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going. Later on in the game, they may have an advantage. The problem is going to be keeping Deathbots from snowballing it hard enough before that. But you do that by getting up a level, and we do have level 7 already achieved for volumeZERO. Rhaegar did go cleanse.
Arthur's taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to escape with his life, but...
Oh,
or
that
not.
shot damage.
Wow. Gul'dan already up to 17 stacks on his W. KT coming down from the top to do a little bit of help. But we do have top lane Shrine. This is actually great for volumeZERO. They're going to pick up this bottom lane Impaler before they go up there. And someone's going to have to stay to clear this camp. I'd like to see volumeZERO actually right here engage on this. Don't run away yet. That was your chance. Oh. Ooh. That could have been spicy. We do have Dahaka facing Arthas and KT top, taking a bit of damage there, but not enough to kill him. And the rest of volumeZERO is arriving now. Arthas starting the Shrine for the Deathbots. But Arthas may be in trouble now. He is out here all alone with no help, and he goes down really quickly. Level 10 just around the corner for volumeZERO. They do have about a full level lead right now over Deathbots.
Yeah, Arthas wanted to reenact a 5-man dungeon between the Lich King and 5 other party members.
that didn't quite work out as well as it did in that dungeon. See, I get it when you talk about WoW lore, because that works for me. It's the StarCraft lore that I just don't get. Alright, so volumeZERO getting their heroics, getting the Punisher, and getting ready to put a ton of damage down on this top lane. Oh, that's going to be a dead kill. Thos, they did break that wall down so they could immediately follow up whatever the Punisher did. Looks like Vala's still holding her heroic. There it is, Rain of Vengeance and Archon. Cleanse coming out to save the Punisher's next target. Ton of damage going out on Arthas, though. He may go down now as well. Yes, he does. Rhaegar's really low, but volumeZERO able to pick off the Malfurion and clear the fort and the fountain. And with the advantage, they're going to go ahead and steal the Fallen Shaman camp right here next to the boys in Deathbots. Alright, so level 10s are available. Both sides do have them. Pretty much the normal level 10s. Graviton Surge for Zarya. Looks like she completed her first quest too, her Demolitions Expert. Checking the rest. And everybody else is well on their way to completing their quests. So, this is interesting. We do have volumeZERO pretty much just painting the entire map blue at this point. Close to 13. Would not surprise me if they got this 13 before the next engage. But no, it looks like Deathbots may be moving in now to try and get a kill. Vala taking a ton of damage. Standing in that Phoenix. She is going to go down. Between Phoenix, Graviton Surge, and Tychus in Odin. That was just too much for her to handle.
Yeah, but we got Deathbots popping quite a few ultimates. We got Army of the Dead, Graviton Surge, and Phoenix used, and the Odin used as well.
Yeah.
With the Shrine is gonna spawn very soon, so they won't have those ultimates for that fight.
No, that actually worked out probably as well as it could have for volumeZERO when losing a player, right? Dahaka is still pushing top with that Fallen Shaman camp. KT had to go mid and clear up the Impaler camp that was mid, pushing in. And we are going to see bottom lane be the lane where we fight over the next Punisher. Vala clearing some waves, getting some XP in, and 13 is now available for volumeZERO. But Dahaka may be about to go down here. The entire team minus Tychus just came up against Dahaka. Oh, he's trying to burrow out so hard. I don't know if he can make it. He does not. He goes down. And this brings us to the point in the game I was worried about. With no Dahaka, how is volumeZERO gonna do?
They're gonna take the Shrine and then they're gonna run.
I don't even know if they're gonna finish the Shrine. It's gonna be really
Oh,
close.
it's three. Gul'dan just needs to like throw a Q in there or something. Oh, they got
Vala
it.
going down though, and now they're down. Vala dead. Gul'dan really low. Oh, but that Punisher could hop right there. So we're not going to get a ton of value out of this Punisher for the side of volumeZERO. But we should see at least, you know, they won't get a ton of value, but they denied it to their opponents, right? Deathbots didn't get a Punisher, and volumeZERO just continues to soak and get as much XP as possible.
Dahaka is just sneaking into the top lane, getting some damage out on that fort.
Tychus has to go up to slow him down. Ooh, this could be bad for Vala and Tassadar. The Graviton Surge comes out. Tassadar should be able to escape, though. Decent amount of damage coming out onto KT from the Vala. And it looks like we're going to have an engage here. Almost a full 5-on-5, but Phoenix coming out getting a ton of value. Dahaka really low, has to get out of there. Tassadar really low as well. Out comes the Odin. And the damage is real. Gul'dan is low. If they don't save him, he is going to die shortly. But Ancestral comes in. And Arthas goes down. Oh, Tassadar going down. That was a huge Twilight Dream with a 4-man silence as they killed Tassadar.
Yeah, Vala just having a field day.
16 right around the corner for volumeZERO. And most of the camps are actually back. We have 3 camps available now. So it looks like Rhaegar is going to start 1 camp. And Vala's going to clear bottom in the hopes of 16. That does get them 16. And Vala plus Gul'dan will start the bottom camp. 16 talents coming up. I just want to throw out there, Gul'dan has completed his corruption quest. The damage is going to be real now. Fort down. Impaler is still pushing this bottom lane. Tychus has to clear those. We do have Rhaegar and Vala grabbing the middle set of Impalers from Deathbots side of the map, which will give them a 6 Impaler push coming in middle lane. while the Shrine is middle lane, and we are going to see Deathbots need to clear that.
Dahaka
Dahaka
rush
and Vala
stocking
are going
up.
to go. Yeah, they're going to go clear that top lane. Looks like Vala's coming back down. Dahaka said, it's cool, I got it. But Vala is in a really bad position here. This does not look good for her. I don't know if she's going to be able to escape. Using everything she has to try and escape. Low, getting a shield, and Rhaegar is able to heal her back up to half health.
Well, Ancestral comes out.
Lots of damage going out right now on both teams. This is the fight you wanted blood, and here it is. Tassadar going down first, but Arthas going down right after that. Zarya taking a ton of damage, may go down as well. Oh, Dahaka might go down instead.
Very even fight right there.
No, absolutely. And Gul'dan actually came up from below through a stack of corruption at Deathbots, but not able to secure any kills as the rest of the team goes back and taps and looks to re-engage or at least restart the shrine work.
Oh, Vala gets CC'd.
Oh, Dahaka really low. Vala gonna go down here.
She does go down.
Rhaegar also has that bomb now, as well as Gul'dan. Gul'dan really low now. And that's going to be a Mortar Punisher going over to Deathbots. Level 16, so you guys can see them. A little bit larger. Tassadar has finished both of his quests. Actually, it looks like all quests are now complete on both sides of both teams. Mortar Punisher does jump across, starts putting a lot of pressure on that fort and that tower.
Vala still dead,
8 more
and Vala
seconds.
being the main damage source. That's kind of bad.
Right? The Punisher is going to go down here, not able to get the full keep wall. I say that, and that tower has like no health left, so he might as well have gotten the whole keep wall. The first set of minions to arrive on that tower will take out that tower.
And top lane, we have this the Shaman camp moving on up closer to Deathbot's top fort, but KT comes in and takes it out.
Pretty quickly, too. Wait. Did he just burn Phoenix on that?
I mean, it's a 60-second cooldown. It's not all that huge.
Fair enough.
The shrine, when the shrine spawns, it should have been like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds after the Phoenix comes back up.
Okay. All right. Ooh, Arthas could be in trouble here. Lots of damage coming out. There's the fear to try and secure that kill. And it does indeed secure it, but Rhaegar getting really low as well. Both teams do not want to give up on this camp.
Yeah, I don't know if Deathbots wants to keep fighting this 4v5.
Alright, so both teams are pretty even on XP now. The most of the lead that volumeZERO had is gone. Do have level 20 getting pretty close for the guys on volumeZERO. Looks like Dahaka's going to go top and clear that lane real quick. And I expect the rest of volumeZERO to just move towards the top lane at this point.
Deathbots deciding, hey, let's take this fallen shaman camp. It'll provide at least a little bit of pressure while we contest it.
And that is actually the last available camp on the map right now, currently. So we've got a minute 22 and a minute 16 on the other two camps on the volumeZERO side of the map.
Well, Tongue comes out, hits Arthas. Arthas pops Army of the Dead. Good root on Gul'dan.
This is an engage that I think Deathbots was looking to take. Ton of damage coming out on the Vala. And that Fallen Shaman camp is going to get a decent amount of value while Deathbots clears the shrine as quickly as they can.
I think Dahaka accidentally popped adaptation.
Oh, that's no bueno. So it looks like volumeZERO is giving up the shrine and gonna go kill this middle fort instead.
I didn't think the Fallen Shaman camp was actually that scary. Popping that adaptation.
Right? You're like, oh god, camp. And it looks like, so Dahaka's working. Alright, this is interesting. The keep wall, the entire team for volumeZERO has basically transitioned down to this bottom wall to try and force members of Deathbots back. Deathbots only sends Tychus and KT.
Phoenix comes out.
Gul'dan back up now. Oh, Dahaka, my friend, you may be dead here.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
So keep wall for fort, but level 20 for both sides. Not going to make a huge amount of difference.
KT's Phoenix was used, so he doesn't have it here if volumeZERO decides to keep pushing, but no, they go back to defend.
I'm a little surprised that Odin hasn't, or not Odin, Tychus hasn't picked up his big red button, and now he decides to go sizzle and attacks. That's an interesting choice to me. I feel like big red button may have actually gotten a little more value for him. You're a Tychus player, though. Is that what you would have done in this situation?
No, I agree with you. I think Big Red Button might have been slightly better, but I guess he chooses to really burn down the Dahaka so that volumeZERO has no front line.
Okay, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I guess I could see that. I feel like with Big Red Button, you might have gotten that kill plus others. I guess, I don't know. I feel like I'm nitpicking that one talent a little too hard now. So I'm going to just go on. Alright, so we do have Deathbots rolling around and painting the map as red as they can. But volumeZERO is chasing them down and actually looking for an engage that they can take.
Zarya,
tongue.
right out here, though.
Oh,
rolls right into KT.
That team split, and we have people popping everything and dying all over the place. This is the fight I was looking for. This is the chaotic fight. Vala, unfortunately, was on the wrong side of the wall and completely isolated. We do have one down for each side, both damage dealers, so we're basically wet noodling each other and hoping to get a kill. Arthas is actually pretty low. And if they can get a tongue on him right here, just like that, that may kill him off. Yes, it does. And this may enable the rest of volumeZERO to at least try to get this keep down. Or the fountain, if nothing else.
Yeah, Testar trying to keep up his Twilight Archon stack right now.
This works out great for volumeZERO. Bottom lane shrine. And if
Odin
they can
comes
take
out,
this
though.
out, yeah, well, it had to come out because if they take out that keep, then the Punisher's going straight to core. So, I get the choices that were made by both teams here. I think volumeZERO is actually in a really good position now, especially if they can get on that camp, not the camp, the shrine right away, but instead choosing to go camp, leaving only Rhaegar there. Rhaegar, my man, you might be dead, bro. Alright, so camp is picked up, and now volumeZERO looks to be getting ready to engage full on. But they're down 14 skeletal defenders right now. But we have Deathbots
Vala
backing
going
out.
straight
Vala
in.
really going deep, man. This, I don't know what they feed Rexpa, but this dude likes to dive on Vala. Damn, girl. Oh, the infinite talent. Oh, those bombs were going to keep spreading for a while. The Haka goes down and pays for it. Lots
Army
of
of the
damage
Dead comes
coming
up
out,
here.
though. He had to. He was so close to dead. He might still go down. Yep. All right. Vala, Tassadar, and Rhaegar, you should know that it's only you two. Gul'dan is still in the back.
Stun.
Oh, Vala's so low. Oh, wow. That's a 5-man wipe.
A little bit of mistargeting there from Tychus. He turned around and he tried to hit the Rhaegar, but he should have kept hitting the Vala. Vala would have fallen right there, although I'm not 100% sure it would have mattered that much, but...
Good games already being called from Deathbots. This should actually be the end. It looks like all four surviving members are here and doing a ton of damage. Zarya up, but I don't think she's going to be able to stop them. And that is going to be game number 1, going over to volumeZERO.